Next thing I want to get on to is recruiting and so the transfer portal and recruiting. Um, the main thing here I want to talk about, there's a couple quick transfer thing we should mention. Is that the Helton twins, Wade and Brent Helton, both jumped in the portal this week. They were, I would say, it's first off season transfers. Uh, I'm not entirely sure why they jumped in. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's a playing time thing. I'd be kind of surprised if it was an NIL thing, just because they're backup linemen on the team. I don't think, they're not, surely they're not asking for, you know, $500,000. They're not asking for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I can't imagine, but maybe they are. Maybe another team came in, said, "Hey, we need some guys, and we recruited these guys out of high school, and we need them back," and they offer more money. I have no idea, and maybe they just didn't like it. I don't know, but I know the coaching staff had been complimentary of them in this past season and so far in the off season. I don't think this was one like, I don't think they were cut by the coaching staff or anything like that. I think this was either I think they were expected to be in contention to, be in the rotation in the offensive line this fall, or to at least be in contention for that. So it was surprising to me to see those. Like I said, it could be a number of different things. They're from California. Maybe they were homesick. They're twins that came together. So if one wasn't happy, then maybe and said, "I can't be here anymore," we're gonna move. And then the other brother would go with, probably. Maybe it could be that. It's all kind of speculation. Either way, wish the best for them and hope they find a good landing spot for them. But unfortunately, that is a little bit of a hit to Iowa State's offensive line room, to their depth, because those were two guys that were both expected to be able to be pushing for snaps this fall on an offensive line that's going to be replacing a couple guys. So especially in the interior, which I think is where they were kind of intended to be, like a kind of a center and a guard type of thing. And you're replacing Jarrett Hufford and Jalen Travis. So you don't like it as far as depth, but at least it's early enough. Especially, there's still plenty of spring ball left to where you can at least adjust for something like this. It's not like they transferred out at the end of fall camp and then all of a sudden right before week 1 you're left hanging. You've got time to adjust, whether it's with guys on the roster, or if now that that you need a couple guys now, pretty soon there's going to be a bunch of guys in the transfer portal. So maybe that's an option. Or maybe if you don't know if you've got the you know an out and out starter right now. So we'll see how they address that. But those are kind of the main things there.